I wish I was fucking joking with the title of this video, but I'm not. We're out here grinding camos in what feels to be the beta of a Modern Warfare 2 game. And I scroll over at Twitter and what do I see? Tweets of paid content coming in 2023 to Modern Warfare 2. Right. So I get it's 2023 and we're talking about the next cycle of COD content, but for fuck's sake, we haven't even been given anywhere near what we paid for this 70 to 100 pounds yet. Sure, I enjoy the gunplay, COD in itself is good, camos are great, and the game has got good potential, but let's be honest guys, it's not a finished game. And tell me if I'm wrong here, and call me old school, but seeing them posts actually quite stressed me out. Tweets posted last night by Charlie Intel say that Modern Warfare 2 has surpassed $1 billion in sell-through in its first 10 days, which is the fastest selling Call of Duty game ever. This apparently beats the record set by Black Ops 2 in 2012, which took 15 days to reach that number. And over 1 billion matches have been played so far. Charlie Intel also goes on to state that Activision's Modern Warfare 2's PC sales are double recent Call of Duty releases. Activision is also saying that the game has seen a 40% increase of higher player hours in its first 10 days compared to the previous record. God, it's all sounding peachy as fuck over at Activision, isn't it? And in my opinion, this comes down to a variety of factors. The fact it's called Modern Warfare 2, games are generally more expensive these days, so that money racks up quicker. It's cross-platform to entice more players to play, the lack of other FPS games out at the moment, and so on. Again, I don't want to shit on COD's parade, and for as much as I enjoy Modern Warfare 2 for its game, I just can't believe we're here talking about this already. But I do also want to shine both a positive and negative light on today's video for a variety of factors. I would personally rather have a pay-for expansion and DLC of Modern Warfare 2 than another rush title that doesn't give us what we promised. The only problem with the apparent DLC that's coming is that it's apparently being developed by Sledgehammer Games. Yes, you heard me correctly. Sledge fucking Hammer Games is back at it again with the Renegade Vanguard Master. And knowing our luck, we'll probably see Krampus or some shit come back as the first paid operator for the first season of the DLC. And maybe I'm being too harsh on them, but I don't trust Sledgehammer to deliver a fun or positive COD experience anymore. Fuck me, I barely even trust Infinity Ward to do it anymore, and they're my favourite studio. But then again, I'd rather have Sledgehammer be used as a supporting studio than be given their own Call of Duty title. Taking a look at the Insider Gaming article produced by Tom Henderson, we've taken a snippet of text from the very bottom of the article. It says that Insider Gaming believes that Year 2 will consist a lot of remastered maps and campaign DLC. Unfortunately, and if true, Activision's premium title wording suggests that this Modern Warfare 2 Year 2 will actually cost $70, rather than the likes of a Zombie Chronicles $29.99 price tag. So I'm in two minds on how I feel about this. In one way, I'm buzzing that we don't get a new COD every year because Activision and the studios have all shown that it doesn't work anymore. At least for player satisfaction, because it's certainly working for their profit margins. But it seems as if we're going into a new system now where the customers will pay £70 to £100 for the initial release, receive the content they actually paid for slowly over time, and then be hit with another paid expansion next year. How do you feel about this personally? I'm curious to know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think this will create a split in the player base like back in the days when we used to have the map packs and certain people could play certain maps and certain couldn't? What happens if you can afford the DLC pack but your friends can't? Are you going to be limited to what or who you can play with? I'm definitely curious to see how this all pans out in this regard. But then there's some really exciting stuff in there too. The campaign was initially fucking fantastic. Like, we made a full video on it on how the campaign was initially a straight 10 out of 10. So I'd personally love to see some DLC for this and see the storyline continued. As for the multiplayer, they're talking about a bunch of remastered maps. And if you remember rightly, I did a post a while back on TikTok talking about Activision bringing back a shit ton of maps from the original Modern Warfare 2. Talks of Terminal, High Rise, Quarry, Favela, and way more were all on the list and supposed to be coming back. I'd absolutely die to see these maps remastered and brought onto the game personally. Not sure about you. But then begs the question again, £70 to £100 for maps that we've already played before. Is that lazy? Is it worth it? But on the flip, do we want them to bring completely new maps like the fucking Cucumber Santa Senna, which we know they'll probably just mess up? Questions, questions, questions. Now, moving forward and talking more about the DLC content, the Ghost of Hope and Rouse Valve, two reputable people on Twitter for leaking and gaming news for COD, have presented us with some information that builds up on what we've been talking about. The Ghost of Hope goes on to say that Activision is in talks of having COD operate under a tick-tock tick-tock cycle going forward. Tick, which is year 1, is a new premium title, significant engine updates, and building a storyline. Tock, which is year 2, is a paid premium DLC content, continuing the storyline and leading the game into the next tick, and so on. Again, this all sounds great as long as we get what we're actually paying for. This would probably include some extra content for DMZ and Warzone 2 down the line also. I imagine Activision will do everything it can to hold on to the player base numbers it's going to see over the next couple of weeks. And I'm also curious to see what Season 1 has in store for us. For those who don't know, Season 1 of Modern Warfare 2 and the surrounding titles drops on Wednesday the 16th of November this year. Basically, 1 week tomorrow. We're supposed to be getting Warzone 2, DMZ, both as free-to-play game modes. Multiplayer is meant to be implemented with seasonal prestiges, new battle pass, and hopefully a fucking combat record. This is supposed to be the day where we get the bulk of the content, and I hope they come through with their promises this time. And I'm planning on doing another full review of Modern Warfare 2 after Season 1 drops to let you know if the game is worth its price tag. As of right now, it's questionable to absolutely flipping not. I can't justify people to spend money on this game. Maybe it's different for me as I'm a content creator and it's an investment. And if you're still on the edge of buying this game right now, honestly, just wait until Season 1 as it's just around the corner. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a thumbs up, subscribing, and commenting with any feedback below. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.